Hey y'all, it's Jared Leaves and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Hoya video for you. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be potting up some Hoyas that I got from Plant Haven, Toronto. I know that in like the video that I did where I was potting up my Hoyas, I might have mentioned that I had those plants coming. And I essentially just restarted them all because I'm not good with moss. And I like Plant Haven because of the selection they have and that they offer. That said, I am going to pot these up and vibe with y'all a little bit today. I'm gonna get started by just quickly making some holes in cups. I already made the decision that I'm immediately gonna transfer them into these because I don't think they need to go into large pots. And I really like the size of these cups. While they might not be the most bougie thing, they're clear, which is good for me. I can set them on the shelf and they allow more to fit. I also don't think I'll ever put Hoya into like very large pots. Like I can see maybe 5-inch max, because all of the plants that I think I potted up into these little cups, all but maybe 2 of them have given me new leaves since getting into the mix. So I feel good about this, and all of them have expanded their roots significantly. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and make some holes in the bottom of these, but y'all don't need to see all of that, so I'm gonna be right back when I'm done. All right, I'm back. For those of y'all that haven't seen any of my videos before, you know your girl gotta glove it up because of the eczema. Those of you that don't know, your girl gotta glove it up because of the eczema. So I put hella holes in the bottom of each of these. Reason being, I need the water to make sure it comes out. And sometimes when you have like cups or even like any of the other containers, like, because when I order some of the clear pots, sometimes they like that too, where they'll have like, it's not flat on the bottom. So because of that, water pools in like certain areas. So I always add extra holes to those areas, but I just did make sure that there's holes everywhere. I also have my handy dandy mix. This is the mix right now, and I just want to thicken her up, you know? Make her thick. I want to make her thick. I have found that a thin mix don't work for me, it don't work for mom. In my last video, I was trying out something. I obviously did not add this update. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I didn't add the update, but essentially I had to go back in and every mix that I had, I thickened it up because one, I'm not an overwaterer, but I don't think in my house, because it stays humid and all that, I don't think it's necessary for stuff to be hella moisture, like water retentive. And I realize as much as I am tired of repotting, won't have to repot Hoya as much, but when it comes to aeroids, you're just gonna have to accept that you'll be repotting them. Maybe not like every 6 months, but you're not gonna get away with keeping them in the same pot for years and years. It's not gonna happen. For the Hoya mix specifically though, I just want it to like feel like it's hella core. I don't want it to be, I want it to be really thick. I almost wish that there wasn't any core. I wish I could sift it out, but I can't. I'm likely just going to add some more cocoa, the chips I have. But yeah, I'm just gonna add a bunch of husk because I think that will really help us out here. And we'll get the mix to where I want it to be. Because yes, the core is helpful, but when it comes to Hoyas, their roots need to be airy, and like cocoa coir can sometimes just make the, I feel like I'm talking but I'm mixing. First of all, again, arm workout, but essentially the cocoa coir will compact the mix a little bit sometimes, and I don't want that. So this is looking much better. See, like if you look at this spoonful, now I'm saying that, see, like y'all can see, but okay. If you look at this spoonful right here, it's got hella core. Like when I pick it off, I can just move that to the side. So given that, I'm gonna throw in another handful, maybe 2, maybe 3 of the husk. I'm gonna just mix that up. Because when I look at the other like Hoyas that I got potted up that are doing well, I can see hella husk, you know? Yeah, this is good. This is good for me. That is good for me. So essentially I want to be able to pick it up and like, yeah, there is a little core in there, you know, but it's not as much. Like the core is essentially just lining it up for me. Pull up my handy dandy bin for dumping perlite and such. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this first one, I'm just checking it because I don't know if it'll be okay. So when I do the tug test, that has literally one root. I'm crazy, so I'm going to let it use that one root as an anchor and wish it the best on the journey of life. I don't know how y'all would move, but this is what I'm doing, you dig? Like, I don't even know, what is this called again? I think this is Hoya Viddle. I'll have to put the name of this one. I got this as a free gift from someone I ordered from. Is the note underneath? I don't want that. I don't want that. All right, so this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna grab a strawberry clip real quick. I actually have one, and I'm gonna just make sure I put that in there too. Keep it in there, and then I'll just water it in. But that's this one down, and that's the Viddle. All right, this next one, we're gonna see how she is. Okay, so this one, it makes sense. It's not really rooting. It has a little nub, but the leaf itself is like thin. But then again, I'm like in shock because it's got a tiny little root nub. Maybe two, no, just one little root nub, but also at the top, it's putting out a new growth point. So like, first of all, I'm spending so much time looking at, I'm involved in my chores. But yeah, if you look here, there's a new growth point coming out, right? But this leaf is like thin, damn near dead. And then this has like a tiny nub. So I think honestly, I might put that side back in. Okay. So this one was getting ready to go flimsy for real, and then it perked back up. It has 0 roots. So we're actually just going to put both of these back in. So I'm gonna just add some extra water to the perlite. But dang, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, y'all. I lost the thought. It's gone. But I just, right now I'm thinking it's funny that this has 0 roots because they were both going really thin. This one perked back up, but literally has no root. But it has gone through a different journey than the other ones in the box, where I potted it up thinking that it was gonna do okay in potting media. It did not do okay in potting media. So obviously, hence why I am rerooting it. And now I just fill the water. I leave a reservoir in my perlite propagations. I don't know what the rest of y'all doing, but I know what I'm doing, and it's that. This next one, I already see the roots. So do y'all remember when I ordered a Hoya Jennifer from Plant Haven, Toronto, and sadly it died because I did not know how to use moss, and I don't think that I propagated it early enough? Well, yeah. Anywho, this is, and I'm always cautious, overly cautious even, you know? But this is a Hoya Jennifer that I got from, But this is a Hoya Jennifer that I got from the one and only Silver Plant Guy. I am just really happy because mine did not do well. This perlite is dry. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. So these have hella roots, as y'all can see. So I'm just gonna gently get some of the perlite off the roots. It doesn't have to be all of it. It's perlite. It's going into a mix with perlite, but I don't want it to be too much. And I do want to show y'all the roots. This is making me so excited. I actually am gonna be a Jennifer mom. Wow. Look at me. Okay. So these are the roots that I got. actually sent me them as cuttings, which was really very generous. I say a lot. I need to get that together. So this one, I'm like thinking, should I? Yeah, I'm still gonna put it in the cup and let it fill out before it goes into the real big leagues, you know? I'm just trying to arrange it the same way I had it arranged, which was kind of like this. I realize y'all probably can't even see what y'all, this ain't the best YouTube video. Just bear with me. Okay, so anywho, I am excited about this Jennifer. So I'm really just trying to take care to make sure that it grows. And it's also cool to have a piece of a plant of someone who was a part of inspiring you to get into Hoyas. Because between like a Dave, Leafy Diva, and like a Wild Fern, of course, yeah. But like between them and then also like the folks over at Let's Talk Hoya podcast, I think those are the people that definitely Not Dude. Like I watched a lot of Not Dude videos, which sadly you don't be seeing any new ones, but I watched a lot of those. So this is the Jennifer. I also have another Jennifer prop as well. So because like I said, I got it as cuttings. So we'll see. I separated it as into two just to have a backup, but that one looks like it's gonna take off. Staying with the Jennifer, this is the other one that has a couple of them in there. I'm just looking around. I can already see that in this same one, it's got roots. I don't think I've had this. I got this in the summertime, definitely post after July 4th. So this is only about a month of, you know, action essentially. So, and they were bare root. There was not bare root. They weren't rooted. So these aren't like, oh, I have rooted cuttings and I put them in. I rooted all of these essentially myself. And again, we got bangers, hella roots, as y'all can see. So I'm gonna put that into another one of my little cuppy cups. Wow, not me trying to get all the perlite off. Yeah, this one I think I just recently added more water to. I'm just making sure that the roots aren't much. They're not. Okay. Yeah, I just recently watered it. So you can see that it's fine. Like, I don't know, because I'll see people being like, don't leave a reservoir, but that has worked for me. And I don't want to have to check the prop every day and all that. So that has worked for me. I also don't need to take off every single ounce of perlite off the roots. Again, it's going into a mix that has perlite in it. I think something also is like, I don't want to get to, this is so random how I'm saying something also. Something I wanted to just mention is I really don't want to get to a point where I'm so burnt out with my plants. Big piece. Where I'm so burnt out with my plants because I'm doing too much. So I am really just focused on making sure I keep the situation at a place that's manageable for me. But yeah, so I'm really excited because now instead of having the one Jennifer, now I got two, baby, two. It was very generous, honestly, the cutting. So shout out Dave. Thank you, Dave. This is another big leaf. I'm trying to figure out what possessed me when I was going through something. I had to be. Yeah, I was going through something. I don't know. Because I literally just got multiple big ass leaf plants. So let's see what it's hitting for. I can see obviously that they have roots, which is great. And then this one is also starting to give me a new leaf. That's the new leaf here. That's the old one there. Very excited. The color is really interesting. And yeah, I'm really excited. Just hoping it does well through this little moment of transition. I didn't really say what this is. The Hoya Viddle. There we go. Again, I really got into the big leaf Hoyas. I truly did. Hence me getting this leaf. Like, look at it at the comparison of the size of my head. And I'm sticking true to the kind of vibe I like. Like, look at the vein. I like the veinage. I like the dark veins. I really do like that. And this one also has good roots here. Yeah, and I want to keep them kind of like that. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm basically just trying to keep them facing forward, both of them facing in like the same, not the same direction, but like forward, if that makes sense. I don't want one in the back and one in the front. All right, boom. That's my Hoya Viddle noise. New leaf on the way. Love that for me. Next one, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, yeah, this one is Hoya Kalimantan. She definitely ready, and it's gonna be wet. I could see that I recently did that. All right. I love the perlite because it really just falls away from the roots as compared to my arch nemesis, aka sphagnum moss. Just can't take it. I'm gonna have to figure something out with it because I'm definitely about to start making moss bowls. I have plans to do that this weekend. I've been putting it off, and now I'm looking at these philodendron and need this freaking moss bowl, and I'm like, y'all can't keep waiting on me. Look at the roots on this one. Love that for me. But given that there are this many roots, it's time for you to start putting out something for me, baby. Maybe this is the setup because y'all probably couldn't see everything I was doing. But yeah, let me just put a little bit at the bottom. I could potentially go up, but I don't want to. Like I want these plants to live in small pots for as long as possible. This one, if you look at this leaf, it's like growing sideways. Like it's like it should be in like this, but then the leaf would be upside down. So I'm trying to put it in like this. Yeah, it's complicated. It really is complicated. Like what way? Oh, this is really annoying. Okay, I think this is the way. This is the way. I found the way, y'all. I found the way. Like, would the node push up from we're gonna test it. We are, because aesthetically, I don't like how that looks. And if that just ends up being a forever leaf just to do something at the bottom, then God bless and good luck. But this is my Hoya Kalimantan. She looked good. She looked great. She looks beautiful. All right, here's another one. Ooh, in a turn of sensational events, I can see that this one is very much so rooted. Can y'all see it? All right, there we go. You can see how rooted it is. This is a Hoya Sulawesi GPS something. Put it on the screen. Honestly, I used to think I'll never forget the names of the plants. No, never. Yeah, it's once you get a certain amount. Okay, so you know this is rooted because it literally is like root balling around the freaking perlite. So let me just get the perlite off. My thing is, where? Oh, this is rooted. Okay, so this is low-key overdue. And this is also what people love to say, that they pot into the mix that they plan to use endlessly. Yep, one is following now, because then you don't gotta worry about this moment right here where I essentially have a completely rooted plant, and I think this one can take a bigger pot. I don't think that one is gonna, like, look at the roots on this. That's crazy. Some plants will really root way more than others. So I'm gonna grab one of these here. Yeah, I think this will do good in one of those. All right. Gotta put as much chunks on the bottom. Put a little bit more. Let that sit right there. The amount of roots that this plant has, and they all, for the most part, started around the same time when it comes to rooting. Some of these really they just root fast. I was just rambling a little bit, but essentially some of these plants will really root very quickly. Some of them won't. I'm also learning some plants are much easier than others. Maybe this is gonna be one of those ones that's just literally more easygoing. And I really like it. Again, it's another large leaf, This one I liked because of the raised veins. So this is the Hoya Silhouette, you see it? It kind of reminded me in a way of the UPT textured veins, the Sarawak textured veins. I like that one, but I need to, like, we really gotta make sure that we start going back to our roots. Like, I've been locking in more with Gabriella plants. For a moment, I started buying plants from places that other people were recommending. And I had to say to myself, there is literally nothing wrong. I got most of my Hoyas from Gabriella's and they went well. That and Plant Haven. Gabriella's pricing is more in my range. Of course, for more rare things, it costs more money. Howsoever, I don't have to worry about the plant being 65. Like, for this, it's a bit crazy. I understand, but it's crazy for my budget. Hey y'all, it's Editing Dre tapping in. I just want to clarify, I like UPT. Shout out to them. I appreciate all that April does for the Hoya community as well. I think their plant selection and the quality of their plants is sensational. That said, it's not in my budget, so I gotta speak for me. People who are trying to be mindful of their own budgets. For example, y'all see a kid's bed in the background. People being mindful of their budgets because they got one of those dependents and or responsibilities and or the money is not longer than life. I think that you should probably be mindful of how often you are shopping from UPT. I'm not saying don't shop there. I'm just saying be mindful. For example, if I wanted that specific plant, the UPT textured veins that I mentioned, that's where I'm gonna get it from. If I want something that I know I can't find elsewhere and I wanna make sure I get it without pests, I'm gonna get it from there because I can trust that April's gonna send something nice. Howsoever, there are plants where I wouldn't necessarily buy it from UPT. I understand why the cost is there because there's a lot that goes into it. And it's not quite the same as being a larger distributor, kind of like Gabriella plants, where you're getting bulk of something and you're just distributing it. April's actually growing everything from, you know what I'm saying, from propagations. That takes a lot of time. I get it. I just wanted to clarify that because I don't want nobody coming in the comments saying nothing crazy to me. All right, thank you. So yeah, that said, that's this one. Let me just make sure everything is everything in here. But yeah, that's crazy. This one is hella rooted. So I think this one is for sure not going back in the box then, because babe, you made it. You know, I really thought that I made hella progress. I didn't. Also, this one, I'm gonna reuse it for one of these that I'm about to pot up right now, actually, because it has holes. I'd accidentally, or not even accidentally, a couple of them I put into pots with holes. I think it was accidentally. Okay, so what is this one? This is the Hoya Surprise. Oh my God, there's a new leaf. Wow. So this is the Hoya Surprise. This is the Dakier crossed with the chicken farm. I also have the chicken farm. That one is doing well. I'm like, what is this piece of, whatever, it's a piece of charcoal or bark or something. Okay, anyway, I just need to, this has hella roots too. Okay, wowzers. This is Dakier chicken farm. These are the roots. Very, very, very rooted. I'm sure I could. I'm also sure I could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in this one. Because like I said, with the Hoyas, I do not want to be moving them. I kind of wish I had a 3-inch, whatever. But yeah, here's what she's looking like now. And I didn't even notice, but there is a new leaf. So that is very exciting. Oh, wait. I need to be nice to me. I have done more than I thought I did. Okay. Should I do these last? I will. I do have two that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to restart. Like, hit the snip at the top right here for this one. Boom. Sometimes it's scary. I am going to put this entire thing in the prop in one of these joints right here. So that'll be one in here. And then I just don't feel like, maybe I should. This one I definitely don't feel like. I'm so sorry. I know I haven't been taking care of it. Yeah, this is a dry brick. So that is garbage. But this is a, what is it? A silver. I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna look the name up. It's a silver something. Hoya silver, Hoya something something. I wanted one that was silver. This really, maybe I'm dumb about what I think silver is. This just kind of looks like it's reverting a little bit. I do want to try putting it under very high light. It is growing, so I think I actually will do this one last, because I'm gonna wet the moss and see what the roots are looking like, because I do see a singular healthy root. Like one, literally one single healthy root. So we'll see what the rest are looking like. Now you'll see there's a theme here. So this Finnish Hoya, what is this? Angel. I got this because one of the plants that I ordered, and it literally has no roots down the bottom, but a small root. And is it rotted? It looks rotted. Yep. And a rotted root at the top. That is wonderful. Much as this might seem crazy, I'm gonna just put it into this mix, because sometimes if something is not working, you gotta change it up. And I don't wanna just restart it being propped. I'm gonna just see if it chooses to live like this. And the story behind this one, and also probably why I'm more comfortable with doing this, is that I ordered, what was it? A villosa or a globulosa, something. The one that's dark, the short, the cow bang, I think, one of those. And when it came, like the leaf dropped off. It was, the roots was completely done for. It was a mess. So given that, they refunded me the money because they didn't have the plant in stock. Oh, it was that and the latifolia. Two things died. So they refunded that. So because they gave me credit, I was able to buy two different plants. So this, and then this, the arena that I showed. Mind you, I have another arena in my, these two look different. So I think that's interesting. This, the arena, and I think it was this, the arena, and something else. Or was it just this in the arena? I was able to make something shake where I think I bought 3 plants. So it might have been this, the arena, and this Gunungating, actually. Actually, I think that's what it was. Anyway, we're gonna hope for the best on this one, because like the tendril is growing and it literally wants to put out new leaves, but it has no roots. Make that make sense. So I just put it in here, and we just gonna say good luck and Godspeed. I will probably leave it in the prop box though, rooting inside that medium. So let's hope for roots, guys, because your girl can't take it. No, oh my God, bro. Is this rotted off? It sure did. I can't make sense of some Hoyas really make no sense to me. Okay, so I see 2 little tiny little roots. I am going to snip this tendril that obviously already died back. Does this have any roots that are not dead? Okay, it has one little one. I'm telling y'all, I'm rolling the dice today. So I'll just put, probably could put a little bit more. I'm just gonna put the substrate. I hope y'all, yeah, this isn't even, I'm just gonna put the substrate and literally hope for the best. I think me, just even a couple weeks ago, I would have been looking at myself like, girl, what are you doing? But sometimes take risk, do something different. I can't keep just like letting stuff be in prop boxes for 1700 years. Like, why are you taking so long to root? You know, get with the program, or maybe this house ain't for you kind of vibes is where I'm at. And this is what the Gunungating is gonna look like. And that one, just like the Finlay, so girl, put the tags back. So I need to go through and put tags on all my plants. See how I'm sitting here like, this is the something, don't know. I need to go and tag all my plants again. Luckily, I buy all my plants online, so I'll always be able to look at it and then go and look at my email. All right, so we're at our final one from the perlite, and I'm not really seeing roots. This one allegedly is finicky, allegedly. But I'm seeing roots. I'm seeing roots. I'm seeing roots. So, I don't know. I'm seeing a rooter. I'm seeing a couple rooters. So this was sold to me as Hoya Lada Iskandar. But hear me out, y'all. I looked this plant up. I'm seeing it be sold as Hoya Teddy Bear, Hoya Parac, Hoya Peninsula, Hoya Yo. They selling this plant as every single different thing known to man. So I'm not being as concerned about this one having, what's the word for it? Cocoa coir, because apparently this one likes to stay moist per my research. And I have made sure that there was always a reservoir. I didn't ever let this one dry out. And I mean, she doing alright, you know? She doing alright. She's trying to put out multiple little growth points, it seems. One. There's another one down there. And I had cut one off at some point because I wanted it to focus on the job at hand. So that's the Parac, or the Lada Iskandar, Peninsularis, whatever, bro. That's this one. I like it. I want it to grow. You can see a theme. This one I think is slightly different because it also has it's like matte. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost completely forgot about this little plant right here. This is my multiflora outer variegated. Yes, I'm cutting off ugly leaves. There's no need to keep them. So sorry to those of you who feel the type of way about that. I think as long as it's got these little 4 at the top, she'll make something happen for me. So yes, I used to be one of the ones that was like, don't put it directly in without callus, something about a callus. I don't care about a callus anymore. So yeah, anyway, I just put what is that thing called? I just put the cutting in and I'm spraying it with some water. I've given it a reservoir. I typically start with it being almost to the top. So it's wet, but it's not lifted up off the bottom. That's this one. She's going back in. And then we've got this one. I went and found some old water bottles lying around. So I'm just gonna pour that over there. Because apparently you gotta, what they say, you gotta let it soak. And it's been dry for a minute. So it's not even like, you know. So I poured that. That should be enough water. I have found another one and I was gonna use it, but I'm not gonna use it. I usually use that to like any random old bottles to water my plants. All right, so I'm going ahead and I'm literally just like massaging this. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I'm just massaging the moss, but like under the water to loosen it up. Like, see how it's in all that moss and it got this many roots, but it ain't got no roots like that. The roots that are healthy is barely any of them. Like, and one thing is, you really want to get the moss off the roots to the best of your ability, because they will remain close. Wow, I just ripped off a root. They will remain close and can cause rot. So you do want to make sure you get off as much moss as possible. This is as far as I was able to get it. I'm gonna put it in one of those cups. Did I put away the dirt? I sure did. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in one of these. And we'll truly hope for the best. Yeah, this one I'm also not gonna put back into my bin. It's gonna stay outside because I wanna put it underneath a grow light, see it get nice and silver, fingers crossed. All right, y'all, thanks so much for tuning in, chilling out while I just did a random chatty, no direction, just vibes of a repot video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.